Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and it's time again for the hashtag 50 stack challenge. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas. And I haven't had mine yet because I am filming ahead. So anyways, but I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Yeah, 50 stack challenge. So if you would like to participate in the hashtag 50 stack challenge, we're just about done with this one using the guest checks. So you may not want to join in on this one, but you could go back and watch all the videos and play right along. That's totally fine with me. I have no problem. If you want to post videos or post your items on Instagram or Facebook, please use the hashtag 50 stack challenge when you post it, and it's all one word, or all together, no spaces, and then that way I'll be able to find it. And I really do try, and I know lately has not been great with me putting the videos in the playlist. I'm trying to keep up with that. It's just, as you know, life's crazy around Christmas. So, but whenever I find them, I put them in the playlist. So go check out everybody's videos at hashtag 50 stack challenge on my playlist. Okay. Because these ladies are just making wonderful, wonderful things. So definitely go check it out. And then in the new year, after we finish this challenge, we're going to finish this challenge first. I will start another ephemera challenge. And so it'll probably be like 50. I'm going to keep the hashtag 50 stack challenge hashtag. I just like it. I think that'll work the best. I might do like two, like hashtag 50 stack challenge, and then a number 2 after it. Just so that we can tell the difference between the two challenges. But I kind of like making a stack of 50 ephemera, like, a stack. So, I mean, look at that. That is a lot of guest checks all decorated so far. So, just a lot of fun to do. But next time you can use any background that you want. It doesn't have to be guest checks. It didn't this time either because I just didn't realize that people couldn't get them. But anyways, you get to choose from week to week. Like one week you might want to do envelope. Another week you might want to do book page, or whatever the background is. I don't care. Okay. You're just making different pieces of ephemera. And I'm going to draw one prompt each week, but it'll have opposites. So like happy and sad, or hot and cold, that kind of thing. So that you'll do 2 pieces of ephemera each week still, like we're doing 2 guest checks a week, but they'll be opposite of each other, the prompt. Okay. So I don't know if you want to start this one right now, but you definitely can. And you can find all the prompts really easy by going to my Instagram, which is craftycat72. And that's all lowercase, Crafty Cat, and then the number 72, all one, no spaces. You can find the prompts there because each week I've been listing what the prompts are. So if you want to find them that way, they're all right here too, except then, we also are on to the next page. So, yeah, you can do it however you want to do that. But so what we do is each week I draw, like I said, I draw 2 prompts out of the bag. There's 1 prompt for each guest check. So for example, on this week, one of the prompts was black. So number 9 prompt was black. So that's what I did. You just need to use that prompt, and you can use anything else that you want with it. So I didn't have to do the whole guest check black, or if I would have drawn pink, I didn't have to do it all pink. You just need one item from the prompts. I just wanted to do it this way, okay? But you don't have to. You just need one item that was black for this prompt, okay? And then this prompt was index card. So here I have an index card that I cut and I turned it into a pocket. You can still see the pink line and then sort of the lines. And then I took the piece that I cut off over here, turned it into a tag to go in the little pocket there. And then you can see I decorated it totally different. I didn't just use index cards. So, but that's the idea of it. That's the gist of it. So I'm going to draw our 2 prompts for the next 2 guest checks. And I don't really say week by week for this week or whatever, because it doesn't really have anything to do with the week. Like last time was punch of any type. And so I chose circles. I did circles on there using a punch, and then the other prompt I chose last week was brown. So I've got lots of brown type things on there. Okay. So this time we are up to 41 and 42. Almost done with our stack. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay. So for 41, we have, and I just have the prompts in the bag, just on strips of paper, and I'll do the same thing for the opposites thing. 41 is burlap. So I need to use a piece of burlap and anything else that I want, okay? So that's number 41. Let me write it in here. Trying to just keep track of everything. The end of this one's messed up. Okay, and number 42 is a doodle. So I need to have a doodle of some kind. Almost couldn't write that. Okay, so guest check number 41 this week is burlap. So that's going to be burlap. And then number 42 is going to be doodle. Okay, so I will be right back. Oh, I have to show you guys something really quick because I found this and it made me laugh. That's why this is in here. I don't know when my son even drew these. A long, long time ago, but it made me laugh. Pika with a mustache, and it says Sonic with a mustache. I don't see the mustache on there. Maybe that's what this is. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. I was just opening this up and it flipped to that, and that made me laugh. So I'll be right back with burlap and a doodle. See you in a minute. Okay, I am back, and I have some burlap. This I got, I think I found this at the dollar store. It's just like burlap that's backed on paper. It could have been Michael's too. I don't really remember because I've had it for a while and I haven't used it, and I don't know why, because I think this is fun. But yeah, so it's backed with paper, and I don't think it's sticky because I don't think you can peel this off. Yeah, I don't think it peels off. So I just found a piece of it. But anyways, I'm going to use that for my burlap because that's what our prompt is for number 41 is burlap. And then we're just going to like decorate it kind of shabby chicy. So I've got some lace. And a lot of this I'm probably just going to kind of set on here, and I will sew it in a bit because that's just going to work best because I'm using a lot of fabric on here, and like this piece of lace is very see-through, so I just don't see it gluing. Even if I used a better glue, I don't think it would glue very well. So anyhow, then I'm thinking, I saw something kind of like this on Pinterest, and I don't remember where. It's been a while, but just, you know, something along this line of a burlap pocket with fabrics and whatnot. I'm gonna mess that up. That's just a piece of coffee dyed lace. And then this is a stamped piece of, I think it's muslin, but I'm not really positive about that. It says, "When this you see, remember me," and that's just an old stamp that I have that I like. I like the script of it, so I like that one. I kind of laid this out previously because otherwise we'd have been here for hours while I tried to figure it out. So I think I'm going to do that like that. So I'm just going to put like a little, just something for it to kind of hang on to until I get it sewn. I think I want it about there. I'm taking it over a tiny bit because I'm going to put this flower up here. And this is just a piece off of an old tablecloth. And now I have a bow. And that's just a piece of check fabric, pink checks. And another piece of that same tablecloth. I did spritz a little coffee on them, so they look a little older. We're going to put a little glue down here. Oh, I wanted to put down some cheesecloth first. Piece of cheesecloth. yeah, I just thought it might be easier if I had this laid out, because these kind of things take me forever when I'm constructing them, and I didn't want to torture you guys, because it's, I put a piece on, I take a piece off, I put a piece on, you know. So I was trying to be mindful of that. And then we'll put this lace on here. Just gonna kind of touch it a little. It's not gonna hang on great, but hopefully it'll just hold it there until I can get it sewn. So what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll stitch it on here, and then I'll probably stitch it onto my guest check. And then I just have like a little piece of different check fabric that I'm gonna kind of bunch up and put right there. And then I just have a little button that I tied a piece of, it was actually a piece of this tablecloth that came loose, but it's very much like thread, and I think I'll just kind of put that on there. And I'll snip those strings a little, but not a lot. So that's gonna kind of be the gist of it. I know I glued this down, but I want it down just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna go stitch that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So I didn't obviously stitch this on because it can't go through the sewing machine. So I'm just gonna glue that down with my tacky glue. But it's all stitched other than that. Whoa! I forgot I added some little bit of water to that just because it was getting really thick. Goopy. That's why you put it on the button, Amy, instead of on the piece. Silly. Silly me. Grab another one. And I did tack down these sides of the little bow too, just because I wanted them to stay in place. Oopsie. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to just leave that alone so it'll dry, and I'm just going to snip these a little. I want them there, but not like quite that crazy. Alright, so here's what we have for our little burlap pocket. I just stitched around there, stitched the bow on, stitched down there, and then obviously stitch the pocket on. So we need to do our little tag corners. Yeah, so I hope you guys will join me next year doing the, I'm just going to keep calling it the 50 stack challenge, because we'll just do a stack of 50 pieces of ephemera and whatever background you like, and we're going to do opposites. So I don't know exactly, you know, we'll get on that more once we get going, but I'm just going to hit it with a little ink here and there. Okay, so we need something to put in there. I have a tag, and it's just coffee dyed cardstock with a piece of, this is from Medieval Mirage. I don't know which kit because it was just in my scraps, so, but then I thought we'd add that, and I'm pretty sure that comes from Tailor Made Journals. She was also all cut out in my stash, so not positive, but pretty sure that's where that comes from. She looks like I feel today, although I can't complain because I hear that my friends up north, from where I'm at, I'm in Idaho, but up north it's been like 40 below, which I cannot even fathom what that would be like, because it's been like 9 degrees here when I've been getting up in the morning and stuff, and that is cold enough. So, but I'm a wimp. I don't do the cold or excess heat well. But yeah, feel free, you guys, totally. My goodness, I don't even know how you keep your houses warm, honestly. I mean, obviously you have different like insulation stuff than we do, because our furnace is like going all the time. Because see, this is more like January weather for us, for when it's this cold, and it doesn't generally last a super long time. So yep. But I feel you. It's kind of like the heat. Once it gets to a certain temperature, it's just hot. Once it gets to a certain temperature, it's just cold. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's bad. I just want this on here for a little something extra. That's just gesso paper that I've put gold on with splatters and whatever. I think you guys were with me. That was a leftover piece. Where is my art glitter glue? Oh, right in front of my nose. It's shabby wintry. Whoa. I don't do a whole lot of shabby chic, but I did for a while. But it's sort of, you know, your interests change. I love it. It's beautiful. Just get doing other things. Alright. So I'll probably put a piece of fabric up there and what have you, but that will tuck in this pocket. And I think she's going to even be able to peek out a little bit. So there's our burlap. Burlap. And then for the next one, we're going to do a little collaging. Just a little. It's only going to be a book page. And I've got some scraps that I want to use to do this. I'm going to get a new piece here. Set that one to dry. Okay. So I think I kind of want to do strips, but I want them kind of torn. Wow, that was weird. Scrap of paper. And they don't have to be perfect, obviously. I'm going to go this way, though. So yeah, this part probably isn't going to be super exciting, but I'm just going to put strips of paper on here. And I'm not going to ink on those. It's going to be a little different. Oops. Cut my glue. Sorry if there's anything on this book page that isn't appropriate. I think it's fine, but I don't know. I don't like read them first or anything, so. Here's a piece of this. The next one is Doodle. So I'm using one of my Doodle art doll faces. That's one of my digital downloads. And then I will doodle a little bit on this too, once I get it the way I want it. And you can do these kind of things. I've done them before. I have videos on art dolls, and I think I have a playlist too for that if you want more art doll stuff. I've done, you know, art doll journals. And if you're new to my channel, and welcome, and thank you guys. You guys are so always so sweet with comments and everything. And like you saw, I do sometimes do random giveaway videos, and I know I don't do it a ton, but I do try to do them here and there. So Friday I did the giveaway. So if you're one of my regular viewers and you missed that video, go back and check it out because you might have won something. I like to do them random like that because then I feel like I'm getting... The prize is truly going to people that always watch and comment and stuff, you know? Are participating with me. How's that? So, I guess I don't have to tear that off. I don't know if I want that much pink. I just want it to be bright and cheery, and these papers fit that real well. Must have been in a pink mood or something. Which is odd for me. That doesn't happen very often. I like pink. I just don't tend to use it very much. I guess we can go this way, huh? Tear the wrong way. I'm not worried about the edges because I'm not going to use this whole entire piece. Obviously it's way too big for the guest check. Use another piece of this simply because I like the black and the dots. I don't have any great stories to tell today. Not that I ever have great stories, but just don't have much to say. Okay, let's see. That's plenty long. So we don't even have to do the whole page, which you guys are probably like, oh, thank goodness, but let's get this off up here. Then what we're going to do is make our little gal here a dress. I just have to figure out where I want it and what I want. I think we'll go... And you guys have seen me do this kind of thing before, so it's not like a new idea or anything. It would probably be better to let the glue dry all the way, so if you are making one of these, you might want to just, you know, let your glue dry. But for video purposes, I want to make sure I'm not torturing you guys, if possible. And this is going to be a super simple one. And I think I just did one of these not too long ago, but that's okay. They're fun. So I'm actually gonna... Do I want to keep that? No. Maybe a little bit of it. Sorry. Couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So it's just going to be a real simple kind of a column art doll. I do want her below the guest check part. So I'm not even going to end up using that, but that's okay because we're going to make her like a hat, for lack of a better term. Tip their heads a little too if you want, but I want to do like, I gotta think, I gotta look at it for a second and figure out how I want to do that. I'd like to do it taller, but we're gonna do something like this. Oh, I hit the light, sorry, because that makes everything shake when I hit the lights. I do want her to have some neck, so yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, I need my black pen. Oh, there's my good one. And what I'm gonna do is do some doodles on her little dress here, and just simple stuff like kind of going with the design or whatever, like, because for one thing, you can see I have a shaky hand, so I can't just straight out draw something really fabulous, because when I draw, I usually draw, like when I drew these faces on my iPad, I just have better control, which, shocking, it seems really weird to have better control with that kind of a pen or pencil or whatever, but I can also erase really easily. So I don't do a lot of freehand drawing on paper anymore because, as you can see, that's not my best. But this is Doodle. I mean, this is like what I want for this. I don't want it to be perfect. Plus I can't see to top it off. Just little bits for interest, you know. Okay. Here I'm just gonna do like, doesn't have to go with the design, just some simple doodles. I guess I probably shouldn't have drawn that part, huh? Because it would have gone behind there, but that's okay. We'll just do it. Should have done a flower on that one. Oh. Okay, so there's her little doodly dress. It's not working very good. This is my favorite one too. If it goes out, I'm gonna have to get another one. I'm gonna color this part that's white, black. I'm gonna leave that one. Okay, and we're gonna give her some pink cheeks because she looks very pale. I've done stuff like glue, oh, what's it called? Sewing tissue over the top of these, you know, to give them a color. I've also just plain out painted their faces before, like just painted one color, iridescent paint. But you can do them loads of different ways, however you like. You can completely color them. Just gonna put a little purple right here. I'm looking all over for this and it's right in front of me. I'm telling you, I struggle getting the lids off of these and I just sprayed water everywhere. These are Stabilo All. I've talked about these before. A lot of you have already seen them. But they're supposed to be kind of like, you know, watercolor pencils, but they don't work great. As you can see, I did get a little color off of that, but I would have liked more. But anyway, I use them more like colored pencils. I mean, I will do the water like I just did because it does spread them out a little bit, but not much. So yeah, they're kind of a bummer actually. I was really sad because they're not cheap. I mean, they're not awful, but because they're just pencils, but you know, they aren't real cheap and they don't work the way I wanted them to work. I wanted them to work like the Stabilo All pencil, which is a little bit different. I'm just gonna get around the edges here mostly, because you're not going to see most of her hair. Just spread it everywhere. So yeah, that was a bummer when I got these. I mean, see, they kind of work. They just don't work the way the Stabilo All pencil works. The black one. One of those things, like I can't leave it unfinished. Okay, so that will go like that. I wonder if it'd be better to tilt her head. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Sorry. That way. No, it's better this way. I might put wings on her, because then it gives a little bit of the illusion of... I'm going to go around this too. And what you can do too, I've done these before, where you can kind of draw in like their arms a little bit, just tear a shape, and then I've even done ones like this, you know, you draw like a central part for the legs, and then, you know, like the arms, like you could have, let's have it like she's got her hand in a pocket kind of thing. I don't want to like cover her face entirely here. Hat's goofy, but that's okay. I saw something kind of like that on Pinterest too. Some kind of art dolls that had funny little hats. I thought it'd be fun. Alright, so she's going to go in there. I feel like she needs something in the background. It's so dark, coffee dyed. But I don't know what. I didn't really figure that part out. I can put some of this on here just to lighten it up a little bit. That would work. Good at making a mess. I love this coffee dye, it's just for this particular one. It's not great. Oh, maybe, yeah. Let me try some wings. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I hadn't thought of this until now, of course. The problem is I can't make them very big because otherwise they won't fit on the guest check. And you can do these as kooky and crazy as you want. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I want the same width, huh? Oh my goodness. This is just splatter paper that I made using Tim Holtz inks and gesso and gold. I did those back when Louisa Heinzel was doing those splatter papers and things. I mean, she still does it, but you know what I mean. When she first did that video on that, I tried it too. Actually, I think I'm going to do that instead of the other paper. Put some ink. Let's do... where the thing is for that. Okay. That is shaded lilac. Can't hardly see that much of it, but it's there. She kind of looks like there's fringe up on that hat. Alright, so she's just going to get glued down entirely. I'm not going to try to make her in a pocket or anything. You could though. So the kids finished their semesters. My son's first semester, all A's, except for he did get a C in his math class. But I was like, you passed it, so you don't have to take it again. And my daughter got all A's. So I'm very pleased with how they did this, especially Theron with all the craziness that's going on up at his campus. But because I feel so horrible for all those kids, their friends, and how those kids got done with the semester, I don't know, but anyway. Yep, so they did good. I was very happy, because that is not an easy task. Been there, done that. Daughter's only got like 3 semesters left. That's totally nuts. Okay, so there she is in all her fabulousness. It reminds me a little bit of like Audrey Hepburn, that, I don't know if you guys have seen it, that I'm sure you have, but photo where she has that one big huge hat that she wears. That's kind of what it's reminding me of. Not that it looks anything like her, but she's far more beautiful. Alright, so there's my little doodle, my doodle doll. Oh, you know what I should do? Go around her wings too, huh? It needs something around there. Just for something, you know. I used to do Zen doodling and I knew all kinds of cool designs, but I don't remember them anymore. Isn't that sad? I mean, I could go look at my little book again, but... Alrighty, yeah, that's better. Just kind of brings it together. Alright, so number 41 was burlap. There's burlap. And 42 was doodle. I'll bring them up closer to you guys. All right, so I hope you guys have fun doing yours, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. I will chat with you again soon. Please go check out the playlist for the hashtag 50 stack challenge, because these ladies have done awesome work. And I say just ladies because it's only ladies that are in my YouTube playlist. So but please do check them out, because they've done amazingly wonderful things. All right, I will chat with you guys again soon. Love you guys. Bye.